And we once again to Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Today, we are doing the brand new event. Mystery stays in the book. So I have no idea whose mission this could be. Either it could be a Gojo flashback to his old team. Maybe it's one of the other sorcerers going on a solo mission. Or maybe it's the main trio. But let's check out what this event's about. Mystery stays in the book. Prologue. A figure chases a man running through the rain. In its hand, it holds a dull, shining blade. This sounds like Nanami, so I'm guessing it's a Nanami event. Don't come! Damn it! Don't come! The man gets his foot caught in a tree root and falls. The figure brandishes a knife from behind the man. Nanami, what are you reading? So this is another flashback event for Nanami and Hayabara, which I hope we can learn more about Hayabara since you really didn't learn that much in the hidden inventory arc. Since, like, you see him joke around a bit, but then at the very end of the arc, you see him dead. So, is it just going to be these two, or are they going to be hanging out with the others? A mystery novel that was a hot topic a while ago. Wow! Is it interesting? I've just read a part, but, Wow! It's shining! It's been raining since yesterday. I wonder if Geto and the others are okay. Seems like they'll be staying on site. Well, we don't need to worry about those guys no matter how bad the weather. It would be cool if this was taking place at the exact same time as the other event, when they were telling the 100 ghost stories. Speak of the devil. Hello? This is seeming exactly like it. So are these events connected? Because we'll see if he's gonna ask for the ghost stories. Huh? What did you say? A murder case? Huh. Okay, so unfortunately these aren't connected, even though they had the exact same dialogue. Because I could have sworn he said that during the other event as well, of Speak of the Devil. Oh. So because that's a prologue, that's probably showing what happens in the future of the event. So this happened at a cabin. So I'm guessing Nanami's secret hobby is that he's super into mysteries. I need red. Been upgrading my team, so I have some new characters. Mystery stays in the book, episode 1. One day earlier, Gojo and the others came to a certain mountain to investigate a cursed spirit. Well, this is perfect weather for an investigation. How? It's not dangerous, but not having an umbrella is pretty terrible. It was a cursed spirit that lures people with light and attacks them. Even though we go out so much, we don't encounter it unexpectedly. This is a bit of a weird line from Ghetto. Even though we go out so much, we don't encounter it unexpectedly. Like, shouldn't it be that it hasn't came out to try and sneak attack us or something like that? Him saying we don't encounter it unexpectedly is just kind of weird. Because of course, it wouldn't want you to expect it. So they are just walking around, hoping it just attacks them so they can kill it. Visibility is poor, and it's cold. Is there anywhere we can shelter from the rain? According to the map, there seems to be a mountain lodge up ahead. Considering it's in the middle of nowhere, it's pretty nice. That's rude. Why does Ghetto care? I mean, I guess he is a nicer guy. I can't believe you students are coming at this time. Here are towels. Thank you. Gojo, say thank you. I do love how both of them try and rein in Gojo to be nicer. Huh? What's wrong, old man? Why are you staring at my face? Either because he's beautiful or he knows Gojo. Also, we have some original character portraits. So that means we have more original characters. Either these guys are sorcerers, or they're gonna be somehow important to the plot. Satoru, I wonder if those are the right words to say to someone whom you should be thankful to. Ugh, there's even thunder. I don't want to go out in this rain again. Me too. I'd like to take a bath and freshen up. I agree. Excuse me, owner. Do you have any rooms available today? 3 people, right? I don't have that many rooms now. It's been a while since I've had so many guests. This place looked pretty big from the outside. So, has he been getting a lot more guests than these 3 people? Or is he just saying 3 is a lot, and so it's very hard to get 3 rooms? 'Cause I'm guessing there's other guests here. Are there any other guests besides us? Yeah, there's 3 people. They're all resting in their rooms. So he has 6 rooms. Or maybe a little less, because I'm guessing the guys could possibly share? We don't mind sharing a room. If there is a room available, we'd like to stay. Oh, it struck again. Or even a barn would be fine. I'm surprised that Shoko would even want to stay in a barn. She seems like someone that would have higher standards, as like only staying at a house or anything above that. Okay, I'll prepare the rooms. Please wait a moment while I prepare the beds. Shouldn't the rooms always be prepared for guests? Why would he need to go and prepare them now? Because he says he hasn't been having that many guests, at least as of recently. So I'm guessing this would be his peak amount of guests. Should have had the rooms ready a long time ago. But if he's just working one staff to own this entire hotel lodge, then I guess I kind of understand. Yay! Let's take a bath in the meantime. But that's still in the room. Unless this guy has a public bath that they can all use. Because that seems to be a common thing in Japanese hotels, where they seem to have a public bath. Thank you, owner. Let's go to bed early today and leave tomorrow when the rain stops. Phew! Good morning, Shoko. You are awake? It's still raining. Yes, what a nasty rain. I hope there aren't any landslides nearby. Don't say such ominous things. What about Gojo? I'm just wondering about Geto's power. How far can he send his cursed spirits? Like, why doesn't he have them searching? Because potentially he has thousands of cursed spirits. If we go off Jujutsu Kaisen 0, where he had thousands by then, but at the very least he should have a few hundred here. I tried waking him up, but there was no response. What a carefree guy. Good morning. Breakfast is ready. Do you want to wait for your companion? I'll eat it first. Me too. Then, I'll prepare 2 servings. That was a weird voice. I don't know who this voice actor is or what kind of filter they have, but very strange voice. No! Hey, there! At the cliff! A cliff visible from the window. A corpse is hanging from a tree, jutting out from the cliff. Geto! I know. Everyone, please don't move. We'll go and see what happened. Are you sure? Is this model reused? I'm pretty sure I've seen this character in one of the other events. So I'm not entirely sure if it's just a swap of some hair color or some of the features. But this character seems familiar, or maybe we have more than one original character during this event. Yes, we do have some medical knowledge. I wonder how this person is hanged in a place like this. Geto, can you do it? If I used a curse technique, Satoru might be able to do it too. What? What does he mean by this? If I use a curse technique, Satoru might be able to do it too. Are they talking about retrieving the body? Because I'm guessing if Geto uses his cursed spirits, they can grab the body, but then Gojo could also grab the body by using blue to lift her up. But this is a very strange line. Why would he say this? Of course, that's how they would grab the body. So it's impossible for an ordinary person. Or maybe it was the work of a cursed spirit. So I guess that's why they said that line. Because an ordinary person wouldn't be able to do this. Understanding effects. Okay, weird. I've already been playing this game for a while. So why would it be telling me about effects now?
教育の時間だ。
決まっていきましょう。そう焦るなよ。ふざけろ。やっ
はい、
手早
コンでは教育の時間だ。
筋子それ手早鮭収束発散
Red.
術式判定赤まあ最強だからね
Victory. But yeah, that is kind of crazy to leave someone hanging on the side of a cliff. You have to imagine they were already dead, and some curse user or curse spirit brought their body over there to be shown off to everyone. Like, that's quite the statement to put. Just hanging a body randomly in the middle of the woods.
まだ授業は終わっている。
片付
では教育の時間だ。
決まっていきましょう。そう焦るなよ。ふざけろ。やっ片付
では教育の時間だ。
ほらほらまだ授業中だよ。それじゃ
Alright, take them all out, Gojo.
収束発散
Damage break.
赤まあ最強だからね
Alright, let's see part 2. If we're going to have to investigate who murdered this guy, since this is a murder case.
とっとと終わらせようぜ
Mystery Stays in the Book, Episode 2. Leiri and Geto join hands to pull up the body with a ray-like cursed spirit.
死因は
What's the cause of death? I'm just wondering, couldn't they just have the cursed spirit pull it up itself? But I'm guessing they used a ray-like cursed spirit to make it look like they had a net to pull it up. Since the cliff can be seen by the other people, and they're not just gonna look away for the entire process of grabbing this body. So I'm guessing they had to make it look normal how they were grabbing the body.
背中を見てみなよ
Look at his
刺
back.
殺された後に
It
連れ
looks
された
like
み
he
たい
was
だね
stabbed to death and then hung.
宿泊客が気づかなかったという
Since
こ
the
とは
guest didn't notice,
吊るされたのは
he
夜の
might
間
have been
だが
hung during the night,
ここは山荘のリビン
because
グ
this
からも
place is
丸見えだし
completely
ね
visible from the living room of the mountain lodge.
そもそも何のために
And why would someone do this?
オーナーが警察に通報した
The
んだ
owner
け
called the
ど到
police,
着に時間がかか
but
る
it
っ
would
て
take some time for them to arrive.
どうして
Why?
まさか土砂崩れで
There
も
was a landslide?
その通り
Exactly.
ちなみに道は他
And
にな
there's
し
no way out.
いわゆる陸の孤島って
Like
や
being
つ
on an isolated
火曜
island.
のサスペンスみたいだよね
It's like a Tuesday suspense drama. So do they have dramas on Tuesdays? I've never heard of that. Like, she could have just said a suspense drama. But how convenient all this is happening when there was a murder. Unless someone's planning to murder this entire lodge. Ooh, so it is actually a murder mystery. Like, it's not just a cold case where the murderer is somewhere out there and we have to find them. The murderer is probably here, and one of the guests are the suspects. Or maybe it's the hotel owner. Because I think the owner slash the person that owns the place is usually the most likely suspect.
一体
Who
誰
on
がそれ
earth
だ
could be behind this?
体格のいい男が2、3人
Maybe it would be possible for a couple of big guys. Well, not with the people here. So Geto and Gojo aren't considered big guys. And I'm guessing this is all of our suspects. So the young lady, the elderly male guest, and who's the last one? Good morning. It's pretty lively this morning. Shall we start doing some radio Catholics? Shall we start doing some radio Catholics? I have no idea what that word is. Yeah, I have no idea how you say this word and if I even said it properly. But Gojo is all happy in the morning. Everyone else is just gloomy from seeing a dead corpse. You? Where have you been all this time? Okay, so this is our third suspect, a middle-aged woman. Do any of these guests have anything to do with each other? Are they all family? Or are they just all separate? Because it's really weird. Why would a middle-aged woman, an elderly man, and a young, like, student-like girl, like, I don't know if she's in her teens or if she's just a young adult, like, all here by themselves. Like, they seem like they could be a family, like a daughter, a mother, and the mother's father. It's morning, right? Of course I was sleeping. Hey, read the room. Room? Forget that. I'm hungry now. Let's have breakfast. Breakfast! Wow, he is just rowdy and very uncaring. Like, why does he gotta be so loud? Come to think of it, these students, they suddenly came to stay last night, right? Could they be the culprits? Culprits? Old lady, what are you talking? Satoru, let's talk outside. You'll understand if you see it. That seems like it would make it even more suspicious about them, because why are they leaving the room to talk amongst themselves about something that affects everyone in the hotel? So this is the corpse. Wasn't it hanging from a tree jutting out from the cliff? We couldn't just leave it like that. The cause of death was a stab wound to the back. The murder weapon has not yet been found. More importantly, this corpse has some residuals on it. You noticed, huh? Maybe it's the work of the curse we're looking for. I considered that possibility, but doesn't match the features of the cursed spirit. It's the type that lures people, so it shouldn't attack on its own accord. Does this guy have any companions in the guest? So I'm guessing he's asking, did this guy stay at the lodge? And is anyone at the lodge his friends or someone that knows him? Because this is just a weird line. It seems he was staying alone. Apparently, he had a meal normally yesterday morning. I won't know for sure without further investigation, but there is gas in his stomach, so I'd guess it's about 12 hours after death. I forgot that Shoko later becomes a doctor for Jujutsu High. So it is cool that even now, she already knows a lot about medical and biology. And so she's able to tell that the guy has gas. And by telling how much gas he has in him, she's able to tell how long he's been dead. No, it was even earlier. Why? Look, these shoes. They aren't muddy. The whole area is muddy, right? The rain started falling around 4 p.m., so the murder occurred before that. So this guy died before it started raining, and they hung his body before it got too muddy? Because he wasn't walking around in the mud. So either his feet were off the ground before 4 or after 4, but they were just able to avoid the mud. It would have been found during the day, so it was probably hung from the tree after the sun had set. Given the circumstances, it seems highly likely that it was a cursed user. Then it's simple. The culprit is that guy. Oh, you already figured it out? I'm guessing he's suspecting the owner, since the owner gave him weird looks. Like, the only thing he's going off is the vibes. The vibes were just kind of off. And he's like, yeah, it's this guy. I don't like him because he was just looking at me funny. Like, what a way to look at this case, just because you don't like someone. I feel like it's going to be a cursed spirit for sure. Because why would they introduce this mission as a cursed spirit and not follow through with that unless the owner or whoever is controlling the cursed spirit? Because it would be kind of cool to see these guys deal with non-curse users. Like if it was a normal person that murdered another normal person. Also, it's kind of weird that the prologue showed Nanami and Hayabara, but are they literally just going to be a cameo and for them to do the exact same thing that we saw in the other event? Dun, dun. Alright, let's see. Who does Gojo confront? I already know, or at least I already think I know. Mystery stays in the book, episode 3. Besides Gojo's group, there are 4 people in the mountain lodge. Yomani, a white-haired man, and Kiritani, a young woman with long hair. Shino Kawa, a woman with short hair, and the owner. Man, I really hope I didn't slaughter those names. But why can't they have easy names like Shoko, Geto, or Gojo? Would you like some coffee? Everyone? Huh? I've let the guests back into their rooms because I want to talk about something important. Why would they follow him and listen to him? Like, he is the youngest, possibly the biggest person there. But it's still weird that they listen to him if they would think that he's a culprit that possibly murdered that guy. You can see it, right? No, I...
もしかして呪詛師
Are you a curse user? I'm not a curse user. I do have that knowledge. But that alone isn't enough to suspect me.
死体についてた残影はオーナー
We
の
know
もの
the
だって分かってる
residuals on the
んです
body
よ
came from you,
こいつ
right?
目がいいんで
Gojo has a good eye. Or I could possibly say, this guy has a good eye. Because I still don't know which one is the preferred line. I'm guessing she just means this guy has a good eye, which is referring to Gojo. But it's very weird that they put it small and then have Gojo right under.
外部の犯行に思わせるつもりだ
Maybe
っ
you
たの
were
かもしれ
trying
ま
to
せんが
make it look like an outside
当てが外
perpetrator,
れましたね
but it didn't work well. Ah, eh,
正直にゲロっちゃいなよ
just be
昨
honest
日
and
の
tell
昼間
me,
何してた
what were you doing yesterday afternoon? There's no point in lying in front of Satoru Gojo, right? So yeah, he really does know who Gojo is. Since all of Jujutsu Society should know him, and this guy is either a window or a very weak sorcerer, he at least knows who Gojo is.
お俺のこ
Oh,
と知ってるんだ
you know me.
この業界で知らないや
It's
つを
hard to
探す
find
方が
someone in
難
this
しいさ
business who doesn't know you.
外部の犯行と思わ
I
せたか
wanted
っ
it
た
to look
が
like an outside
無理だ
perpetrator,
な
but I failed.
すみません
Excuse
警察が来
me,
るまで
I'll have to
拘束させ
hold
て
you
もらい
here
ますよ
until the police arrive.
好きにしろ
Do whatever you like.
オーナーは
How about the owner? I'm just wondering, are they questioning him? Because we still don't know his motives, how he did it, or any other questions to make it clear and cut that he's the one that did it. Because he could just be lying, covering up for someone else.
おとなしく部屋でじっとしてる
He stays
拘
quietly
束
in
する
his
必要
room,
がないくらいだ
hardly even needs restraining.
意外だよね
That's
随分あっさり
unexpected,
認めたし
and he admitted to it so readily.
それだけ反省したってことじゃねえの
Doesn't that mean he's reflected
こ
on
れで
his
事
actions?
件解決
The case is now solved.
私たちは
How long
いつ
do
ま
we
で
need to
部屋
stay
にい
in
れ
the
ばいいの
room?
かしら
すみません
Sorry for the delay in calling you over.
犯人は捕ま
Has
った
the
んです
culprit
か
been caught?
もちろん
Of
オーナ
course.
ーは警察
The
が来る
owner
まで
will
おと
stay
なしくしてる
quietly
って
until
さ
the police arrive.
オーナーが
The owner?
まさかそんな
No way!
まさかってやつがいつも犯人なんだ
The
よ
no way
どう
person
し
is
たか
always
凶
the
器は警
culprit.
察が暴いてくれるでしょ
The police will uncover the motive and the murder weapon.
犯行時間は分かってますか
Do you know the time of the crime?
昨日の雨が降る前
Before the rain
昼から
yesterday,
夕方にかけてかな
probably from noon to evening. I like how they're so confident in saying this. But there's possible witnesses that they haven't asked questions. So, these guys could probably give an alibi and debunk their theories on how this case went.
その時間
At that
オーナー
time,
はウッドク
the
ラフト
owner
教
should have
室を
been
開い
holding
てた
a
はずですよ
woodcraft class, right?
え
What? Yeah, so these guys are able to disprove everything that they know. Like, one of the things that all investigations require is that you ask the witnesses, or at least people nearby, what they've heard or what they've seen. Since these guys have been staying in the hotel for at least a day, they were there when that other guy was here. So they should have some information.
確 かにそうね。
You're right.
雨が降り始
He
め
was
た後も
teaching me
ずっと
even
私に
after
指
it
導して
started
くれてた
raining.
もの。
俺もいたぞ。
I was there too. I spent the whole day, from morning to night, making a wooden spoon.
これが証拠の
Look,
スプーンだ。
here's the spoon as proof. They all might just be the culprit, because they're all trying to help him have an alibi. So who knows? Because they're all original characters.
やっぱり
I thought
オーナー
so.
は犯人じゃないと
I
思い
don't
ます
think the owner is the culprit.
そういえば昨日の夜、
Come to think of
森
it,
の方で車のラ
I
イト
saw
が見えたわ。
car lights in the woods last night.
誰も車なんか乗ってないわよ
No
ね。
one was in a car, right?
じゃあそいつが真犯人だ。
So that person is the real culprit.
そいつを探して捕まえて
You guys, find and catch that person.
マジ。
For real? He felt so confident that he solved this case, and now he feels like a fool.
どういうことだ。
What's going
オ
on?
ーナーは自分
The
が犯
owner
人と言って
claims
いる
he's
の
the
に
culprit,
犯行時刻にはアリバイ
but
が
he has an alibi for the time of the crime.
術式使って遠隔で刃
Is
物
it
を操った
possible
と
that
か
he
して
used a
んの
curse technique to control a blade remotely?
ない。
No,
犯人は傷口に
there
はな
was
かった。
no trace of residuals on the wound.
死体の移動に
The
使ってるはず
technique
だ。
must have been used to move the corpse.
ってことは共犯者か
So there's an accomplice.
宿泊客が見
Could
た
it be the person in the car that the guest saw?
オーナーに話を聞いてきたよ。
I spoke to the
で
owner,
も
but he said, I don't know anything about the car. I'm the culprit.
共犯者をかばってるとか
Maybe he's
あっさ
protecting
り
the
認めすぎ
accomplice.
だし
He admitted to
な
it
ん
too
かもやっと
easily.
するね
It's a bit unsettling.
本人が自供してる以上、
Since he
私たちが
confessed,
口を出す問題じ
it's
ゃない。
not something we should
気に
interfere
はな
in.
るが、
It's
あ
a
とは警
concern,
察に任せた方
but I
が
think
いい
it's
かもね。
best to leave it to the police.
だな。
True.
あ、一応先生に
I guess I
報
should
告しとく
report it
か。
to Sensei. He won't answer the phone. Maybe he's doing a big one in the toilet. I just love how childish Gojo is.
五条汚い
Gojo, you're dirty.
じゃあね。
I guess I'll have to ask Nanami to deliver the message. I guess that's how we get to Nanami. Because Gojo is trying to deliver that message.
授業を始めよう。
これで用水かな。行きます。
まだ授業は
鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
そう焦るなよ。ふざけろ。やっ。
はい。
片付け。
では教育の時間だ。
筋子。それじゃ。
はい。
片付け。鮭。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
収束。発散。術式判定。赤。
Yeah, some funky stuff is going on at this lodge.
まあ代表だからね。
We have no idea if the guy is alone or if he's trying to accomplish some other goal. Because what happens if both the crimes are unrelated? So the killing of the guy is the main one that we need to focus on, but somebody moved the body. Like either that accomplice moved the body so it could be seen better, or a cursed spirit moved the body.
いくら。
Like we would possibly expect cursed spirits to want to eat the
で
body,
は教育の時
but
間
I'm
だ。
guessing whatever cursed spirit possibly did it, like just wanted to make some art or show
教育の時
the
間だ。
body off to everybody.
やっ。
手早い。
では教育の時間だ。
筋子。
Oh damn, that cursed spirit's ugly.
鮭。術式判定。赤。
Cooperative attack.
Sake.
Alright, let's see. Is it either all the guests, is it a random guy that we don't even know yet, or is it a cursed spirit?
どんな時も油断は禁物だ。
Mystery stays in the book, episode 4.
殺人事件
A murder case, huh? Oh, so this one, it doesn't repeat what we saw in the prologue. So, the prologue was actually its own original cutscene. Which I'm kind of glad when they do that, instead of just repeating the exact same thing we saw in the main event. Yeah, a man was hanged from a tree jutting out from the cliff. Well, I didn't actually see it. And that guy.
背後にナイフの刺し傷
There was a knife wound in his back. Maybe? Huh? How did you know that?
陸の孤島の山荘
A mountain lodge in an isolated island. A corpse of a male guest hanged from a tree jutting out from the cliff. Same as this novel. Just a coincidence? So is someone recreating that book in the actual location? Or is that book based on a location that has frequent incidents? It's either the book is based off the location, or the location is based off the book. Because there could be a copycat killer trying to just recreate the book. Or that place is just infamous and someone wrote a book on it. Hey, Nanami, how do you know? Could it be you're the real Cope?
そんなわけないでしょ う
Of course
ちょ
not.
うど今私が
I
読ん
just
でる小
mentioned it
説
because
と
it was
通っているの
similar
で
to the
言ってみた
novel
だ
I'm
けです
reading right now.
まさか
Don't tell me.
小説と同じことが現
The
実に
same
起きて
thing
い
in
る
the
とでも
novel is actually happening?
それはわかりませんが
I
ちょ
don't
っと
know.
前にベストセラ
But
ー
it's
と
a
なった
novel
小
that
説です
became a
から
bestseller
参
not
考
long
にした
ago.
としても不思議ではあ
So
り
it
ません
wouldn't be surprising if it was used as a reference. Yeah, so did the book come first? And that's what's happening over there? Or has that been happening a while and the book was written after the murders as inspiration?
ちなみにタイトルは
By the way, the title is
同じ小説がリビングにも
There's a
置いてあった
copy of the same novel in the living room.
小説のアイデアをパクったってのか
Did you say the culprit stole the
Oi,
idea
Nanami.
from the novel?
その小説だと
Hey,
犯人は
Nanami.
誰なんだ
Who is the culprit in that novel?
知りませんよまだ
I don't
最後
know.
まで読んでいない
I haven't even finished reading.
ゲト最後の
Geto,
本のページに犯人
Is
書
it
い
the
てない
culprit written on the last page? No. Why would the culprit be written on the last page? Like, it's probably more of a quarter to the end to maybe the last 90%. I can't imagine it would be at the last page, because at the last page, it would probably be the main character reflecting on their adventure.
犯人は山
The
荘のオ
culprit
ー
is the
ナーだね
owner of the mountain lodge. And did he just spoil it for Nanami, who probably didn't want to hear it?
動機は金銭トラブル
The
凶器
motive
は
was
崖から
financial
森に捨
trouble,
てたと
and the murder weapon was thrown off the cliff into the forest. Yeah, he's not wanting to hear this. He's like, spoilers!
結局あいつかよ
It's him
やっぱ
after
このま
all.
ま拘束して
We'll just keep him restrained like this.
拘束するとき
When we restrained him, I asked him about his motive and the murder weapon, and he spoke easily. The motive was financial trouble, and the murder weapon was thrown off from the cliff into the forest. It's exactly the same as the novel. Don't you think that's strange? That's true. I understand copying the trick, but the motive? A coincidence? I like how Nanami's just getting more and more pissed. I'm guessing the more they say the spoilers, the more fed up he's gonna get. He's like, let me read the damn book! Or at least, hang up the phone if you're gonna continue to talk about this. I'm so frustrated. Let's just beat him up and make him speak quickly, okay? I don't agree with beating him up, but I do agree with talking to him again. Maybe the curse technique is making whatever book they read come to life. So it's someone else that's the culprit, and they were reading that book to kill someone. But how would that book work, or how would that curse technique work? So does it create people to put into the story, or does it make people come from somewhere else to then fill in the character roles? Nanami. Anyway, that's how it's over here. That's all for now. Yeah, he's so mad that he got spoiled. And Gojo just doesn't even care, being like, thanks for your help. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Nanami, you look unhappy. Why? Yes, because I was spoiled for a mystery novel I was reading. Well, that's fine. The culprit was pretty much obvious from the beginning. The content was a little, no, quite childish. Wow, what's it like? I'm guessing Nanami's just lying to himself to kind of damper himself on the book, because he seemed like he was actually really interested in it. Simply put, it's a story about the culprit with no alibi who tries to eliminate himself as a possible suspect by making it appear that the crime was committed by an outsider. Partway through the story, a psychic power setting suddenly appears, and the second half turns into a psychic battle between the detectives and psychics. A psychic battle? Amazing! On the contrary, I'm getting excited. I can't believe this is a bestseller. And not just the trick, but the motive as well. Wait a second. Hayabara, what did you say? Eh? A psychic battle? Amazing. After that. On the contrary, I'm getting interested? On the contrary, why did the culprit copy the motive? If you think about it the other way around, it's... I'm guessing it doesn't have to do with financial, it's personal? Black Flush! But I was really hoping this was a Nanami event. Instead, it's just a Gojo flashback or kind of hidden inventory flashback. Nope, don't do that. Yep. Victory! victory at last! Dun 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 dun. Quest 8. Oh, that's a cursed spirit.
では始めましょう。
Mystery Stays in the Book, Episode 5. That night, the guests are gathered in the living room.
何よ、急に
What
呼び出
now?
すなんて。
Calling us over here.
やっとわかったんだよ。
We finally found out who the real culprit is.
ほ
Huh?
真犯人って
The real culprit?
オーナーは自分が犯人
The
だと言
owner
ってる
claims he's the
で
culprit,
もアリバイがあった
but he has an alibi.
その矛盾の理由
The owner didn't tell us the reason for the discrepancy,
うちの優秀な
but
後輩が電話
our
で教えて
talented
くれた
junior told us over the phone.
確かにオーナーは
The
この
owner
小説の
must
ト
have
リックを
copied the
真似
trick
したんで
from
しょう。
this novel.
だとしたら
If
不
so,
可解なことがある。
there is something puzzling about it.
この小説のトリックの肝
The
は
key to the trick in this
アリバイのない
novel
真犯人が
is that the
ライ
real
バルの犯行
culprit,
と思わせ
who
る
has
ことで
no alibi,
犯人
is
行為を
eliminated
外
as
れ
a
る。
possible suspect by making it seem like the crime committed by an outsider.
確かにオーナーには
That's
最
true.
初からアリバイがある
The
しね
owner had an alibi from the start.
そうです。何もせ
Yes,
ずとも自分は
even if
犯
he
人
had
とは
done
疑
nothing,
われない。
he wouldn't have been
それなのに
suspected
な
of
ぜ
being the
磁
culprit.
力を使って
So
死
why
体を
did
目
he
立つ
use
場
his
所に
curse
移動
energy
した
to
のか。
move the corpse to a more conspicuous location?
どうしても外部犯の仕業と
He
思わせ
really
たか
wanted
っ
it
た
to seem like the work of an outsider perpetrator. I really love how this one is told in a story.
はい。残影に気づかれるのは予定
He
外だった
probably
の
hadn't
でしょう。
expected the residuals
そ
to
こで
be
仕方な
noticed.
く自分
So
の
he
犯
had no
行である
choice but
と
to
嘘を
lie.
ついた。
It was my doing.
動機や凶器の場所を聞かれる
The
と思っ
owner,
てなかった
not
オーナー
expecting to
は
be asked about the
答えを
motive
用意して
and the
おらず、
location of
小
the
説
murder
と同
weapon,
じ内容を
had
話した。
no answers prepared, and gave the same answers as in the novel.
ここで逆に考えてください。
Now think
な
about
ぜ
it
オー
in
ナーは
another
そんな
way.
ことをしなければならなかったの
Why
か。
did the owner have to do that? So basically, this guy just committed a murder or was helping someone commit a murder and just pulled from his memory anything he could remember from that book as possible answers because he didn't want to give the real answers.
もったいぶらずに教えろよ
Don't be stingy, just tell us. I also just love how dynamic these pictures are. Like, I just love seeing this.
最初は共犯者をかば
At
っている
first,
のかとも思い
I
ました。
thought he was protecting an
でも違います。
accomplice.
かばってい
But
る
that's
のは
wrong.
共犯者ではない。
It's not the accomplice he's protecting.
オーナーは真犯
The
人を
owner is
かばってい
protecting
る。
the real culprit. That kind of just seems like the same thing. Like, even though it's not the perpetrator protecting the accomplice, it's still somebody protecting someone else in the crime. So, I'm guessing the owner is not the perpetrator. He's the accomplice protecting the perpetrator.
そしてその真犯人は
And the real
今日の出
culprit,
来事を聞いた
from what
限り
I've
だ
heard
と
today,
おそらく
is probably
あんただろ犯人
you're the culprit, right?
違う
No,
彼女は関
she
係
has
ない
nothing to do with it. Is he in love with her? Is that his daughter?
オーナー
Owner? She can't even say his name. He doesn't even have a name.
やはりかばうんですね
So you're protecting
オー
her
ナーが
after
拘
all,
束された後も
even after
こ
you
の
were
女性は
restrained.
オーナーが犯人ではない
She
と言ってい
continued
た
saying that the owner is not the culprit. Yeah, she didn't give an alibi. She just kind of gave an alibi for the owner. Because she didn't say that she was in the class that the owner was having. She just said that she knows that the owner had that class at that time. And then the two people who were in the class started corroborating her story.
ウッドクラフト教室が開かれて
It's
たのは
true
事
that a
実ですが、
woodcraft class was
その
held,
教室にあ
but
なた
you
は
never
参加した
said
とは
that
言
you
ってませんよ
participated
ね。
in the class, did you?
改めて聞こうか。
Let me
昨
ask
日の
again.
昼間、
Yesterday
あ
afternoon,
んたは何してた？
what were you doing? Run! It does make sense. The old people would have a much harder time killing someone. And so, with her being the youngest person here before the three arrived, it would be easy-ish for her to murder with a weapon. Ugh!
ちょっと
Eek! Wait!
どけよ。あんたは
Get out of the way.
死体を移動させただけ。
You just
け
moved
ど
the
これ以上
corpse.
かばうならあん
But
た
if you
の罪
continue to
を
protect her, you'll be guilty too.
分かってる
I know,
だからといって
but I can't back down.
ここは私が。
Leave this to me.
外に出た女性。
Satoru and Shoko, go after the women who went outside. That's... that light. A car? Excuse me. I'm being chased. Give me a ride. Welcome. Oh, so this was the light that the old person saw the other night, where they thought it was a car. But no, it was the original cursed spirit that they were chasing. The one that lures people in with light, and then stabs them to death. No! So can she see cursed spirits as well? Is she spiritually gifted? Or is she just seeing a random monster?
術式順天。
Curse technique! Lapis! Blue! Eh? Ah! I was saved?
ギリギリセーフだね。
It was a close one.
それより
But now... Okay, so I'm guessing he used that blue to pull her away. A weak blue to just get her away from the monster so then he could fight it. Come. Come.
お前だな。
It's you, the subject of our investigation. A cursed spirit that lures people with light and attacks them.
下がってろ、翔子。
Stay back, Shoko.
こいつ
While
は
we're at
ここで
it,
払う。
we'll exercise it here. I'm pretty sure this is just a recolor of the normal,
鮭。
like, tentacle cursed spirit. But it's still interesting to look at.
鮭、鮭。
Like it having a light in its eye and being a different color than the normal green tentacle monster.
瞬殺か。
A quick
こ
kill.
れで任務完了。
Mission accomplished?
だね。
Yeah.
あんたも何か言う
Do you
ことは
have anything to say? Yeah, why did you murder the guy? Was he a boyfriend? Was he just someone she hated?
助けていただいて
Thank you so much for
あり
saving
が
me.
とうございました。
そっちじゃなくて。
Not that. I did it.
私がやりました。
The next day,
ただいま
We're back.
おかえりなさい。聞きましたよ。
Welcome back.
殺人事件を
I
解
heard
決
you
したって。
solved the murder.
ああ、まあね。
Yeah, not a big deal.
どうかしましたか？
Is something wrong?
実は警察が来る前に
Actually,
犯人
we
の
heard the
女性の
story
話を
of the
聞いたんだ。
female culprit before the police arrived.
女性客はもともと山荘の
The
常連
female
客で
guest was originally a regular at
被
the
害者の
lodge.
男性客に
She
裏
had
で
been
ゆすられていたんだ。
blackmailed by the male victim behind the
よ
scenes.
くある金銭トラ
It
ブル
was
だ
a
ね。
case of common financial trouble. So, does that mean that he knew that she was having financial trouble and was willing to pay it if she did stuff for him? Or did she just not want the secret that she was struggling with financial stuff, and so she killed him so he wouldn't reveal that?
こじれにこじれて
Things got complicated, and she ended up killing the victim.
それを知った山荘の
The
オーナ
owner
ー
of the
が
lodge found out and decided to protect her.
死体が九段の小説の状況
Since
と
the
似ていた
corpse
ことから
resembled the circumstances of the novel, he used his curse technique to hang the corpse from a tree, making it appear as if he was the culprit.
あなたはそこまでしてど
Why
うし
did
て
you
彼女
go
を
to
かばった
such
んで
lengths
す
to
か？
protect her?
足しげくやってき
I
てくれ
live
る
alone
彼
in
女
the
の笑顔が
mountains. Only she
一人
came to
きり
visit
山
here
に暮らす
frequently,
私に生き
and
る
her
意味を
smile
与えて
gave
くれ
meaning
た
to my life.
それだけ
That's it. That's all.
それだけですよ
Nah, this dude totally loves her. There's no way that's it.
なんだかやりきれない
Somehow
気
it
持ち
just
になる
feels
のね
unbearable.
事実は小説より
Truth is stranger than
という
fiction.
やつですか。
That's what they
いっそ
say.
呪詛師が犯人だった
If a
方が
curse user had been the culprit,
あ
I'm hungry.
ちょうどよか
That's
った。
good. We haven't
私たち
eaten
もまだ
either.
なんだ。
五条二人におごってやりなよ
Why don't you treat them too? They helped out.
そんな悪いですよ。
You don't
僕何
have
もしてない
to.
ですし
I didn't do
中華が食べ
anything.
たいです。
I want to eat Chinese food. I love how he was modest in that he didn't do anything, but he still wants the food. Why Chinese food especially? I'm guessing he wants a buffet.
灰原
Haibara.
よし、飯でも食いに行くか。
Let's go out to eat.
協力してもらったし、
You helped
たら
out.
食っていいぞ。
So go ahead and eat your fill.
ゴチ
Thank you.
悪いね、私たちまで。
You're so kind.
お前らは自分で払えよ。
You guys pay for it yourselves. Formidable battle unlocked. So, yeah, that was the end of the story event. Not a bad event. I enjoy more flashback events of Gojo when he was younger. Although I was really hoping to see Nanami and Haibara be on a mission. Or possibly them joining the main team and all 5 of them going on a mission. So yeah, a little disappointing not getting to see the other 2. But overall, a really good event. I enjoyed it. The mystery aspect of it. Because yeah, more had to be happening than just the owner admitting to it right away. And then it just being he was protecting one of the guests. I thought all of the guests were going to be in on it. Or maybe he was using the cursed spirit to kill people. The cursed spirit was just its own random thing that was happening around here. And it tried to kill the girl, but we got it before it killed her. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen. Mystery stays in the book. And if you guys did, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Patreon. And check out my second YouTube channel, and like and comment on all my videos. And even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.